Welcome back to the channel, folks, where we dive into the wild, wonderful world of men transforming into women in all kinds of fascinating ways. If that's your vibe, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Now let's jump right into today's story.
Dylan always fancied himself an early adopter, first to buy, first to break, first to brag. So when GenMorph Industries unveiled their total experience pods at the tech convention, he was on it like static cling on polyester. The sales pitch was pure sci-fi seduction. Ever wondered what it's like to live another life? Step in and let our nanites show you. Dylan didn't even need the hard sell. He was halfway into the chrome cocoon before the demo video finished buffering. He'd pictured VR goggles, maybe a vibrating seat, and a faint whiff of that new plastic aroma. Instead, the door hissed shut behind him with a noise like a freshly opened can of soda, fitting, given what was about to happen to his insides. The pod was slick, seamless, and very sci-fi, with a control panel that shimmered like a disco ball on Adderall. A soothing female voice, equal parts flight attendant and femme fatale, purred through hidden speakers. "Relax, begin transformation sequence." Dylan had just enough time to think, how bad could it be, before the pod filled with a cool, prickling mist. It fizzed against his skin, tickling and teasing like champagne bubbles rolling over every inch of him. Only these bubbles didn't just dance, they invaded. He twitched as an icy tingle swept up his arms, muscles liquefying and reknitting, the sensation like someone massaging him from the inside out with 1,000 ghostly fingers. His biceps shrank, triceps softened, and wrists narrowed, his arms melting from gym bro to goddess in seconds. His hands were next, palms slimming, knuckles smoothing, fingers stretching out with a ticklish squeeze. Each nail unfurled and extended, glossy and sharp, and he couldn't help but flex them, watching pink crescents bloom where calluses once ruled. The pod's lighting flickered, shifting from cool blue to a teasing shade of rose. Dylan's chest tingled and swelled, a warmth blossoming beneath his skin, as if invisible hands were sculpting him like living clay. His pectorals deflated, nipples tingling, and then bam, pressure built and blossomed outward, twin orbs swelling into his hands. He gasped, both at the weight and the wild, electric sensation of brand-new, ultra-sensitive skin. Whatever these nanites were, they didn't skimp on the details. The transformation rolled down his torso like a wave. His waist compressed, ribs drawing in with a tight, corseted pinch, while his stomach flattened into a soft, feminine curve. Below, his hips flared outward, expanding with a sensation like elastic snapping in reverse. He could feel his pelvis widening, thighs thickening, the entire architecture of his lower body being redrawn, no detail overlooked, no sensation spared. Dylan squirmed as his groin fizzed and fluttered, nerves tingling in ways he didn't have words for. There was a brief, squirmy moment, then a sense of emptiness and strange fullness, like an empty glass being filled with something entirely new. Every nerve in his lower half sparked to life. His legs felt longer, smoother, more sensitive, like they'd been dipped in silk and set to vibrate. His rear wasn't ignored either. A warm, rolling pressure lifted and rounded him, patting his backside with a firmness and bounce that made him twist in awe. Damn, is that all me? He wondered, half dazed, half impressed. Then his voice, God, his voice. He tried to grunt, but the sound that came out was pure velvet, sliding over his tongue like honey. "Is this me?" he whispered, shocked by the sultry alto. It was like hearing someone else's dirty dreams with his own mouth. The pod's display flickered. Process 87% complete, facial reconstruction. A wave of pins and needles swept across his cheeks, jaw softening, chin tapering, nose shrinking, lips plumping into a pout that practically begged for lipstick. His cheekbones rose, skin smoothing, eyelashes lengthening with a feathery flutter. He could taste the floral conditioner in the air as his hair grew out, each strand tickling his neck and shoulders, cascading in a luscious, fragrant waterfall. His senses were dialed up to 11. The brush of the pod's airflow on his skin, the scent of shampoo and something sweeter, the subtle hum of the nanites in his bloodstream. He felt like a walking, talking nerve ending, every inch of him alive and reactive. Finally, the mist cleared. The pod door slid open with a theatrical whoosh, like a magician revealing the world's sexiest rabbit. Dylan or Danny now looked down at her new body, hands exploring curves and contours that hadn't existed 5 minutes ago. Her reflection glimmered in the polished pod wall. Long hair, killer cheekbones, a waist you could lose a hand in, and breasts that would make a swimsuit model jealous. A tech rep appeared, grinning like he'd just seen the punchline to the world's best joke. He leaned against the pod with the kind of swagger only a man surrounded by mind-bending technology and newly minted bombshells could muster. Congratulations! You just beta tested our next-gen body swap nanites. How do you feel? Danny laughed, a throaty, musical sound, equal parts amusement and disbelief. Like I just downloaded the deluxe edition of myself. Does this come with a user manual or just a killer walk? The tech winked, eyes flicking up and down her new silhouette. Oh, you'll figure it out. Just don't be surprised if you want to try version 2 next year. Upgrades may include an even more irresistible strut. Danny smirked, hands on her hips cocked. Careful, or I might ask for a demo. Do you offer personal tech support or just flirty banter? He grinned wider, voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. For you, gorgeous, I'll throw in a crash course and a hands-on workshop. She rolled her eyes, but couldn't help the smile. Well, I always did like beta testing. Let's hope the patch notes are just as exciting. The rep straightened, offering a faux salute. Enjoy the upgrade, Danny, and remember, if you notice any unexpected side effects, just call. I'm always on call for quality assurance. Danny sauntered out of the pod, feeling every inch of her new self sway and bounce. She caught her reflection one last time and winked. I think this is going to be fun.